Hi guys, Ancient Warrior. Welcome back to Prepping USA. If you like what you hear here, hit the thumbs up button. If you don't, oh well. And if you want to be the first kid on your block to know what craziness I'm talking about next, hit the subscribe button and then hit that little bell icon so we can warn you about what craziness is coming next. Looking here at my notes. Gotta have notes these days. My brain just don't work the way it used to. What is really going on in America? I've talked about this in the past. About, folks, we have cities that are under siege by leftists. You know, you see I was laughing the other day. A lady was complaining that a group of conservatives had been at a park in this California town, and the mess they left. She said, just look at how they trampled that grass. Really? Then, I guess the newsman didn't really think about what he was doing. Showed a picture of what it looked like after Antifa and Black Lives and the NFCA or NFAC or whatever they're called get together and have one of their little stomp around parties. Trash blowing everywhere. Gotta have my coffee, folks. It's the only thing that powers my old brain. But it looked like a pigsty. I thought to myself, that is the difference. Those young conservatives, they actually care about what their communities look like. Those liberals, they could care less. Oh, and I also saw it today on the news. I get a news feed on my phone. The McCloskeys from St. Louis have been indicted by a grand jury for stepping out on their porch or balcony or whatever it was with weapons. Let me tell you something. He was the only one that had a real gun, because that pop gun that lady had looked like a, 25 automatic or something. 7 or 8 rounds and she is done. 30 rounds, he is done. And they were liberals. They're attorneys, if I remember right. Folks, here's our problem. Here's the big catch. And folks need to think about this. Liberals don't care. They'll eat their own. They just want one thing: power, control. And let me tell you something. Power does not equal control. I've watched some of the stupidest things come out of liberals' mouths in the last month, especially when Donald Trump announced he had COVID-19, praying he would die. I didn't even do that to Barack Obama, and I could not stand that man. He was the most divisive demon I had ever seen in my life. And his wife, Michelle, excuse me. Guys, what's really going on is Barack Obama got the job done. He separated the people. The Communist Party main job early years ago was to separate the races, to make us where we were not working together any longer. 50s, 60s, and most of the 70s, we worked together. Blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asians. Now, it's demonization of anything white. I saw a deal the other day where a lady wants Wonder Bread to quit making white bread. I wonder what color she thinks it's going to be. Because I sure as hell ain't putting black bread in my mouth, because black generally indicates it's really moldy. The stupidity of the American liberal. I listened to Malcolm X the other day. A recording he did. He was, to most degrees, Malcolm X was a genius. He was a literal genius. He talked about the white liberal. And he also said the white liberal will keep you captive longer than the conservative. Now, he was no friend of white people's. But he was right. Listen to some of the comments that Joe Biden's made in the last 3 months. If you ain't black, if you ain't voting for me, if you vote for Donald Trump and you're not voting for me, you ain't black. Really? If your skin's got a little too much melatonin, you're probably black. Said basically the same thing to the Hispanics, though, too. He said the reason he was able to stay in his bunker is because some black woman, notice he's always remarking it's a black person doing the work that he doesn't want to do. Sounds like racial profiling to me. Oh my gosh. Guys, what's going on is they're trying to destroy this country. And try to make it into something it'll never be. You know, I hear people talk about how Sweden is a great socialist nation. They're not a socialist nation. They got away from socialism 30 years ago because it wasn't working. And neither were the people, by the way. Guys, start stocking up. Stack that food from floor to ceiling. Make a path in your house to walk through. If you got to cover over where the TV's at, do it. Because you're not wasting any. You're just wasting time watching TV anymore. Then, brothers and sisters, get those gardens ready. Start tilling the ground now. Get the nitrogen. Get the fertilizers you need. Try to use organic stuff, but if you can't, then get what you can. Get ready to start planting somewhere around April. And I know that's quite a ways away. You know, that's 6 months away, but That'll give you time enough to get enough on your gardens so that you can get your sweet potatoes and your russets and everything growing. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, last few videos I've been doing is nothing but rants. I promise you, by the middle of October, we're going to be doing food videos, talking about how to use certain foods. We're going to talk about two of the most maligned, oh my God, most maligned survival foods there are. We're going to talk about the misuse of one of those survival foods. And then I'm going to show you some recipes. And I'm going to tell you where I learned them from. With a little Americanization, okay? With that being said, I'm the Ancient Warrior. Have a blessed day. And remember, it's better to have and not need than need and not have. I'm the Ancient Warrior. We're out.